Where's the bass? Where's the bass?
Welcome back to the conversation that never ends. This is Timeless Talk. I'm your host, AJ, and this is season 3, episode 11. And we're back for another power-packed episode of Timeless Talk. Yeah, a little more humble. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. That's love right there.
Damn.
Whoa, right?
That sounds way better.
It does. Yo. All right, man. That one's still the same.
Tell them about our new machine our friend let us have.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Rodecaster 2 that Miss Pie donated to the show. Shout out to Miss Pie. That was built in, yeah, bro. So I'm going to go do these intros real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and go directly to our right. We have Slideshow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started this episode a little later than we wanted to. We were playing with a little bit of new devices here, or new We're playing with new
toys,
electronic toys today. So that came out wrong. Wow. We're playing with some new toys. Pause. And we're just trying to figure out some of the settings on them. So, you know, before I be any more ruder than I already have, I'm gonna show you some love. So I'm gonna use a voice I haven't used in a while. I'm gonna have to put on my announcer voice for this one, okay, guys? Because I gotta show some love right now. So over here to my left, we have Lady T.
Hello.
Yeah.
Play the music.
Yeah. All right, so we thank you for being here with us. I had to use my announcer voice because, you know, we got an auditorium in here listening, vibing. All right, so thank you for being here with us today, Lady T. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So before we continue, obviously, you guys, this is the Easter episode, clearly, as you see in front of you. Before we get into Easter, obviously, we're going to talk about the Easter Bunny. We're going to talk about Christ, you know, and how, the real reason for the season, right? Before we move on, though, Lady T, go ahead and give them a quick intro about yourself. What do you want to share with the audience? What are you willing to tell our listeners and viewers out there about yourself? If you go into your profession, you don't have to disclose where you work. Just, you know, what you do, if you want to share that with them or not, you know.
Right. Well, I'm a medical worker, work at the hospital, dealing with mental health, and I'm a full-time mom, and definitely a Christian woman, and, you know, I'm just living life and finding paradise.
All right, cool.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. They love it. We love it. It's awesome. One guy in the back. Yeah. All right, man. So
you can't even see me, bro.
Move that over a little
No,
bit.
that's good.
They really can't see you. Scoot a little bit this way, bro. Come on, scoot a little bit so they can see your face. All right, so since we are kind of running a little short on time, I'm going to go ahead and throw the mic over to Slideshow. What do you remember from Easter growing up? How did you celebrate this holiday? I know you always had Christ in your life, so obviously, you know, without that, of course, aside from that, how did you celebrate it? Did you celebrate it with the Easter Bunny, like the average kid? So what did you do, sir?
I think my earliest memories had to go back to, I think when they used to hide the eggs with the money or
Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, you never knew what was on the inside. I think that's my earliest memory. Other than that, growing up, I never really questioned the whole bunny and the egg theory. I thought it was just honestly thought it was just something for kids to enjoy, really.
Okay.
So it just became like it's just another holiday. But then, like, I slowly figured out there's like a church aspect to it too. Yeah. So I'm like, so what's this thing that's going on that both of these things fall on the same day? Is it about the bunny or is it about church?
Which one is it? Yeah,
but this is something I thought about, like, growing up as a kid. Like, I never really asked my mom about it. I think my mom just thought I knew what it was. But
she just assumed.
Yeah, because I mean, like she did take me to church, but it's like, until you really want to get church for yourself, you really don't know what's going on.
That is true. You kind of just go through the motions. And I remember as a kid, not to cut you off, I would just be waiting until I got to go home and play my video games again because I didn't know any better, man. Before I actually understood, you know, how a relationship with Christ and all that was.
Yeah.
You're trying to wait for that Sunday dinner, huh?
Basically,
That's
I was just focused on that. Lord forgive me. I mean, he knew, man. I think this is like back then, bro. It was just the immaturity of it, not really understanding it. You know, back then is why.
You know, just a kid being a kid,
basically. Yeah. Okay, so do you have anything you want to add to that real quick before we pass it over to
that part.
Okay. What about you, Miss Lady T?
Yeah, when I was thank you.
Go ahead.
When I was growing up, my mom made it really magical. She used to very stress the part of, you know, Jesus Christ resurrecting from the dead. And, you know, this is the reason for the season that we're celebrating. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we made sure that we prayed and, you know, we, you know, read our Bible, went to church, you know, and definitely tried to find a way to give back into their community. So I love her for that. You know, she made that very special and magical for us. We did go and get the Easter eggs and have fun and enjoy all of that at our local churches. You know, we would go to a variety of different churches and just, you know, celebrate. But, you know, things later on for me kind of changed when I started growing up and realizing a little bit more.
Your own research.
Yeah, you know, so I kind of, you know, changed my opinion on some things.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. And it's one of those things where it kind of evolves at that point, right? From what you used to be, what you're so used to, what you're taught, and then when you start to make opinions for yourself.
Right. And
crazy, right?
When they say that part where, you know, you think like a child and, you know, you no longer are a child.
Yeah.
And you don't longer think like a child. So definitely.
That kind of goes out. Yeah. It's not the same anymore after that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, okay.
Absolutely.
That's interesting. No way. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that with us. It was it's very purpose driven. I feel like with me now, with my memories growing up, real quick, mine's not as elaborate or interesting as your guys's, but with me, it was just Easter egg hunts, really. And then obviously, of course, you know, my parents always made sure to hammer home what the real reason was for celebrating it, which is, you know, Christ's resurrection. My thing is always, I was wondering how did they know the significance to choose a certain date to celebrate his resurrection? You know what I mean? Was it around this time that he rose?
Right.
You know, or was it just a randomly picked date? And then, you know, the enemy always has his opposites, right? So he chooses the bunny rabbit and the eggs to, you know.
Right, to confuse us. Right?
Exactly. To confuse us or to distract.
Dang, y'all about to get into it while I leave.
Or to distract.
You know what I was thinking too? It's like, I was questioning myself about the same thing about the Jewish calendar and, you know, what exactly are the dates? And when I started looking at the Jewish calendar and comparing it, I was surprised when I started researching and finding out that, you know, the pagan holiday is celebrated pretty much sometimes a couple days apart within the same week. So you could see how, you know, certain things as a Christian, you know, get lost or mixed. And, you know, the history, you know, shows that a lot of pagan ways, especially in the Catholic Church, with the Roman Catholic, you know, things were added to make it, I think, maybe a little bit more pagan, you know, with the eggs and certain things, you know.
Like, that's where that came from.
When you look at the research for the pagan history and you see what they've been doing way before, you know, Jesus and all the stuff, and you're like, whoa, okay, so we may have taken
some of that.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
Could put it in the blueprint.
Yeah, and that might have been actually what it was. That's crazy. Yeah. But man, okay, that's good. Thank you for that. That's very interesting. That makes you, and it ties into what we're going to talk about too with the whole pagan stuff. So that's like, man, that's crazy. What about you though, Slideshow? You got some theories? You got some conspiracy theories you wanted to add to this? I know you don't got much time, man. I'm sorry. I know you keep saying that, but
I don't know. I want to say, dang. I mean,
call off.
No, we were talking about it over here a little bit while we were setting up.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Nimrod.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Nimrod, you could read about him in Genesis.
Nimrod. That was actually his name, guys. Nimrod.
Nimrod, yeah.
And
that's an insult nowadays.
Which one?
And the history behind that Nimrod that I know was, so, you know, as Christians, we have, you know, Joseph, Mary, and Jesus.
Yeah.
But they have their own
Trinity?
Pagan Trinity. And Nimrod would be the father. And then... I didn't even know that. They have their own mom. They have their own mother. Mm-hmm. And she is also referred to as Mary too. But there's so many names for her and him. And then they have their own child
That's the fertility one.
That's
right?
the fertility one. So the
Dang, I
mother
didn't know
is the mother of fertility for them. And like I said, there's so many names. I can't even remember all of the names. It's too many for him
That's
and for
wild.
her. And then they have their own child. And then, like I said, the mom is the mom of fertility. I think she is known to have like multiple breasts and to constantly be able to like with them, they would you know how you have Lent with the Catholics, you know, you do Lent. Well, with them, the pagan, they would fast. Well, it's not fasting, but it's sustained from sex for 40 days. And then after 40 days, they would go wild and have all these big orgies and huge, and have these huge, just fun, exciting, I guess, way out parties. And
Wow.
the reason for that was because they were choosing to try to hurry up and get as many women pregnant so they could go for their sacrifice, which the sacrifice 9 months later, when you look, it's Christmas. That's for them in the month of Christmas, December. That's when they sacrifice their child. So,
whoa, it got dark.
yeah. So and you know, like in the Bible it talks about don't pass your children off into the fire.
Yeah.
And that's what they're talking
That's what they're talking about, yeah.
Because they're passing their children off into the fire. And, you know, a lot of them, when they conceive, you know, they're drunk and all this stuff, so the children may not be, you know, maybe have issues anyway. But the fact is when they have these babies, they're sacrificing them. Yeah.
Dang.
And so
Did you know that?
and so the mother of eggs, it actually is like fertility and
So that's where the whole egg idea came
right,
from.
exactly.
Okay.
And they actually paint the eggs gold or like have it like special for their eggs for fertility, but also the bunny, because it's very fertile, represents that as well. So that's
Yeah.
how the bunny ties into that with them. And then they make special cakes to their sun god.
Wow.
And the sun god, like when you eat it, I guess it goes into the cake, the spirit, and then you eat it and it's within you. So it's the sweets. Or the hot cross buns. There's a song about that. When you were a little kid, I probably heard it, you know, played
cross
before. Hot
buns,
cross
yeah.
buns, penny for this, or give it to your
Yeah.
children, give it to your daughters. That's where that all came from. That's all pagan. So
wow, bro.
when
You
you
just,
look at it and you look at the history, you're like, this is what they did.
yo, I'm gonna hand it to you right now, Lady T. You just blew my mind. I didn't know none of that. Did you know any of that?
Did you?
That's crazy.
Did you tell about the cake?
Yeah, the sun cake. So it's like cakes that they make. They make that are round that look like sun cakes. So we represent Jesus Christ, right? The Son of God.
I know everybody at this table does.
But with them, they represent the sun, S-U-N. So, you know, so the cakes they would make around, and then, you know, like they feel the spirit enters them, and then when you eat it, the God becomes within you. So it's part of their sun God that they represent. And like I said, you know, all three of them tie in with their son that they have. And yeah, so yeah, it's pretty deep.
I can see how it is a lot though, but I can see how Nimrod could have been looked at as a god though, because
Right. In the Bible, he's mentioned.
you're right, yeah,
You know?
as like a world leader, and that's when everybody was still under one language. So
That's
it's
crazy.
like,
From Babylon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. See, and I was told that Nimrod was actually an insult. I didn't know it was a person. Like, if you ever hear someone call someone a Nimrod, you're a Nimrod. Like, I just thought it was like a way to call someone an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, little did I know I was ignorant to the whole real reason for that name or who that person was. Man, that's crazy.
but I'm pretty sure it probably goes deeper than that.
I'm still tripping out everything you just told me. Why is everything fucking pagan, man? I swear, everything is just
so fucking dark. Everything is just so dark and pagan.
I was to say,
Every single holiday has a pagan origin.
well, religion has always been about.
always.
So it's like we probably just talking about the tip of the iceberg.
This is just scratching the surface. Yeah, man. This is the kind of thing where it's like, man, bro, I don't. You think, you know, you hear about these things, you read about these things. How did you feel when you first discovered all that? Like, you know the reason that we celebrate it.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Bro, Satan doesn't hold, the enemy doesn't hold back, yo. That's pretty dark, man. I didn't know that it meant that.
He's the
We
fact
just
is,
this
he's-
set right now is a war zone. Look, you got crosses everywhere. You got eggs everywhere and crosses, bro. I don't even want to open this anymore. What's in there, bro? It's like,
You tell me when you find out.
we'll let you know, man. That's like a battle zone, man. We're sorry, you were saying. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that. I think it's pretty funny how this is set up now. Legit, like just crosses. Thank you for bringing the crosses now, because that makes a lot more sense to have it on there. Anyway, you were saying though. Sorry.
No, it was okay because I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, I cut you. Damn, I was going to start cutting you off. Okay, so I was asking you a question. I'm sorry, I asked you. So how did you feel, knowing when brought up the way you were brought up, the real reason for the holiday, or the celebration? Then you found this out. What was your initial reaction? Did you just read into it? How did you find out so much about it? Did you just research it?
I was researching and trying to find out, like you ask God for discernment, and then certain things are revealed to you, and like I said, the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants to confuse us. I mean, he's laughing at us when we sit there and we celebrate or do certain things that are not of God. And none of those are in the Bible. So it's like when you look at it, you're like, okay, well, where did we get it from?
Yeah.
And they have it in their pagan Bibles and their pagan things. They have it. That's what they do to sacrifice. That's what they do. And they've been doing it way before Christ. So, when you look at that, you're like, okay, you can see where certain things were taken, and just kind of changed and manipulated a little bit, the thing is this, keeping God in any holiday is important. We need to celebrate him on a daily basis, celebrating him. At the end of the day, it's not one day for us to celebrate him, you know? Mm-hmm. And, we do, like, some people know that, this is not in the Bible. So, where did it come from? Maybe doing your research and finding out, but definitely making sure you keep Jesus as the reason of the season, teaching your children. And I'm glad
that you did that.
That's, so I do appreciate my mom for always making sure she did that. She made sure she read the Bible with us. We talked, we prayed, we knew that him rising from the dead, it was, crucial for us. And,
us too.
It's just scary to know that, hey, like, they're both celebrated at close to the same time.
Oh, really? Yeah. Too close. Man, it's like, and he's laughing about it. The enemy's like, that's right, celebrate on the same day. Yeah. Go Easter egg hunting. Do that.
Hey, fun fact, the word Easter is actually in the Bible.
Right. Easter is actually pagan. Easter is not, if you look at the origin from it, it is not. So that's why you should be saying
it's not in the Bible,
Ressurection Day. There's a place in the Bible where it mentions it, where Herod.
Wait, so is it
the king was celebrating it?
Is it in the Bible for the wrong reason, like as a warning?
Yes,
is it in there as a warning, right?
Easter's mentioned one time. That's it.
It's mentioned one time, and in that place where it's mentioned, it basically saying that the king there, who Herod, was going to put the people to death, but he was celebrating Easter, so he waited till after to deal with him. So that should be right then and there.
Resurrection Day.
He was not he's not a Christian. He wasn't a Christian. He was a pagan. He was a pagan, so he celebrates Easter. That's why.
Because he was pagan. He's
you can see how long that's
which
been
was
around.
Why he waited.
Damn.
So we should say Happy Resurrection Day, definitely not.
Happy
Easter.
Dang, man, there's a lot. Then, everybody watching and listening out there, you guys are getting seriously educated today. If you didn't know this already,
hey, people was looking at me weird. I think it was last Easter, or the one before that, because I would say, because they'd be like, Happy Easter, Happy Resurrection.
Would you really say that?
What the hell is? Yeah.
What the hell is Easter? I don't know what that is.
It's Happy Resurrection.
I
said Easter. I didn't say.
But you know what? Real quick, thank you again, Lady T, for bringing the knowledge. I didn't know it. They love it too. Because that's crazy. That's wild to me, because I'm hearing that for the first time. Just so you know, everything you just dropped on me. That's how ignorant I was too.
Oh.
We should destroy the set right now,
just
bro.
like the
Let's
candy.
just drop a match on the table, bro. I just like the candy.
It's the thing is it's a lot of the pastors, they should be preaching this. These are things that people should be in the church should be telling
exactly.
us.
I completely agree.
Passing it on from generation. But knowledge is wisdom.
They indulge too.
And
they do.
Right.
They indulge in it, and they disguise it in such an innocent way.
Right.
You notice that it's disguised so to be cute.
I think they may not know themselves mostly. Because it's like you're celebrating that, and they may not fully question, like, oh, they just made it kid friendly or something,
Yeah, that's basically done. That's what most people wrote it off as. I mean, I wrote it off that way. I'm sure.
Well, but you were a kid.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know any better.
That fell on
I just cared about candy, like you said. That fell on the adults because I just cared about the candy and the.
Me too.
Right, at the time there's the candy and then the money that you find in some eggs.
Right.
Those golden eggs would have the money. They meant something different back then, but then I'd find one shit that had some cash in there. You know?
Hey,
that's crazy.
Ain't no little kid thinking about is this some Christian thing that I should be doing or not? When they say one of them got $100 in them.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Go find them kids.
Right.
They lost that. Well, that thought went out their head.
Yeah, we tussling at that point. Like,
Oh,
Lord,
yeah.
help me find this Easter egg or whatever the case may be.
Man, so again, guys, another holiday succumb to pagan origins. Pagan origins, man. Yo, man, it's like you hear these things, you see these things, and you're like, you question why they exist, but then again, you realize how dark the world is. You already know why they exist.
I was gonna say there was a book, right? And I don't remember the name of the author, but it's called The Two Babylons by Alex something. I can't remember his name, but it actually shows you like a lot of the stuff, and you can even see a lot more stuff about it. You know,
It's just for Easter or
no, it's about
all the holidays?
Yeah, why they did the things that they did, or what that represented for
That sounds
them.
like a nice book.
It does.
Yeah.
And you know what's disturbing about it too, low key? The fact that some people probably read this, it wouldn't even question. All right, but anyway, that was, man, that's crazy. I didn't even know about the Two Babylons. That was the name of the book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
Me too. I kind of want to read that now too, man. You've been on since we started. That's good. I appreciate it. Like, I'm bummed out the slideshow has to leave, but at the same time, this conversation is gonna get very interesting. Sorry, bro. I know this is like y'all gonna get into it. I'm just about to leave, man. Real quick before you go though, man. What do you want to share real quick with the audience, with our audience and our viewers? What do you want to, before you leave them with something? What do you want to add to this conversation for some food for thought?
What would I leave the people with? Man, I just want to finish the conversation.
I know you want to finish it, bro. I feel terrible now.
Dang, I like the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I would just say, like, same thing I said for Christmas. Jesus is a reason for the season. So, I would say, like Paul said, whenever you hear something, always do your own research.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But, man, I don't know. Damn, I gotta go.
All right, bro. You gotta go. I know. I'm sorry, man.
I wanted him to try to do the gummies.
Yeah, okay. Can you do that real quick before you go? You gotta eat a few of those before you go, man.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta do that real quick.
I'll do 3.
All right, man.
Y'all gonna do it too?
Yeah.
Yes, so I guess
So
we
got
have
some
to.
gummies that are dare to compare.
You guys, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze in today's activity, courtesy of Lady T here. Thank you very much.
No problem.
We're doing the Jelly Belly Bean Boozled.
Or if you guys want to, bro, I don't know if you just want to read the flavors and then.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we got. If you haven't played this game already before in the past, guys, this is one of those. You try something right, so they got good tasting flavor, and then they have the opposite. There's an opposite for every great tasting jelly bean in this box, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that.
You remember the episode we did like this?
Yeah, did we? Not like this.
Well, no, not the beans, but we had the drinks and the.
Oh yeah, it was a Halloween one. Did some nasty. So this is very similar to that one.
So I think a few of them are like what lemon, liver, olive, liver, onion.
So let's read them out to you guys. All right, so there is liver and fuck, that's terrible. I can't even read this. Liver and onions, which is opposite of cappuccino. You have, and these are new flavors, Old Bandage, and it's the tasty one version of that is pomegranate. Birthday cake, it's dirty opposite is dirty dishwater. Then you have toasted marshmallow, which sounds bomb. Stink bug is the opposite of that one. Wow. Then you got peach flavored, and its opposite is barf flavored.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bro?
What's up?
Every flavor has their anti though.
That's what I was trying to say.
But like,
you didn't hear me say every good flavor has an anti flavor.
no, but I'm saying like Jesus and Satan.
Yo, the Antichrist,
I'm
bro.
saying has their
Antichrist is barf, and Jesus is peach. Yo, yeah, that's a good. I like that. It's a good metaphor. It's like the same thing that we're talking about here. Look at that, unintentionally, but it works, right? It was intentional. No, I was kidding. All right, so juicy pear has booger flavor as the opposite. Then you got buttered popcorn, which sounds amazing. Then you have rotten egg. Oh Lord, that's the opposite of that one. Then you're gonna have tutti frutti with the opposite of stinky socks. Then last but not least, certainly is berry blue with the opposite of toothpaste. Which
You missed
isn't
the
that
first.
bad.
They missed the other one, strawberry berry smoothie,
Did I miss
which is
someone?
dead fish.
Whoa, where's that one at?
Which one's
That's this one right there.
Oh, you're right. How could I miss that
Yeah.
one?
Which one?
How could I miss strawberry banana smoothie, which sounds amazing too? Its opposite is dead fish.
Ooh,
So exhilarating.
that's the one I got too.
Yes, that's a good time. Did you really? Oh, bro, have fun with that, dog. You're gonna eat 4 of these. All right, so let's do it right now. 4 rounds. 4 rounds, y'all. 4 rounds, and then
4 rounds.
run it. Look, she took them all out. She took them all out. She's like, fuck it. That's actually smart. I'm gonna do the same thing. Fuck it. Damn, bro, this is dangerous right here.
I know.
Slideshow, go ahead first, brother. Come on, man. Cheer him on, y'all. Cheer Slideshow on. Let's make it happen.
This red one could either be old
Bean
bandage or
Boozled.
pomegranate.
Well,
Okay, so we all eat a red one.
all right.
And see what you
Every
got.
red one? Okay.
Pick a red one.
I got the pomegranate.
So did I.
I got the pomegranate.
God is good.
I'm good. God is good. Okay.
Oh.
Throw that one away. The other one. I
Man.
got a pomegranate.
All right. Next one.
I got the stink bug or the toasted marshmallow.
What color is that? Oh.
Toasted marshmallow or stink bug. That's this one, right? That's the
Nah, that's this one.
okay. It looks like coffee almost, like coffee grounds.
Yeah.
and cream. Y'all ready?
Okay.
I didn't disclose this, but the rule is you need to chew and swallow. Ain't no one spitting this out.
Oh,
I crossed it out.
got him.
Yep, that's stink bug. That is awful.
Damn.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
That's terrible. How you feeling over there, bro?
You didn't get it?
No, I got
You
the
got it
stink bug.
too?
I think we all did. That's fucking nasty, bro.
That's crazy.
All right. Your turn, Lady T. Oh,
I'm gonna pick one of the blue ones. So
All right.
either I can get toothpaste or berry blue.
so you're not losing with that one. I feel like this is a win either way. That's disgusting, bro. I hope it's toothpaste at this
I
point.
got the berry. No, I didn't. I got toothpaste.
Yeah, I got toothpaste too. That's all right. Toothpaste is gonna work.
It's not too bad.
It's gonna clean out that nasty ass
Toothpaste.
bug we just ate.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
We all getting the same one.
Yo, this shit is rigged, bro. They don't give you none of the good tasting ones, man.
I'm doing the peach or barf. Ooh.
Okay.
Man. Okay. Well, I guess we all doing it then. With you.
I'm scared.
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I got the barf.
I got peach. I got peach. What, does it taste like barf?
It tastes like fish.
Oh man. Right? Yeah.
No.
My boy, what happened? I know what happened. He didn't get the peach. I did.
I think I mixed mine up. That's what happened. And
I
that's
got
why
peach.
That's
Thank
why I got
God.
dead fish because I mixed the two.
Oh fuck, you got dead fish on accident. You see, that's where you fucked up. That's where you messed up. Man, I yeah, see, that's crazy.
How
I
did they
tried to-
actually put the taste of barf into a candy?
It legit tastes like barf. Bruh.
This really tastes like fish. This is nasty.
I'm so thankful to God right now that I got peach. Thank you, Lord. Man.
Man, I'm out of here, but y'all can finish this for me,
right.
okay? I want you guys to have this. I want you guys to take that from me.
Yo, good cheer him on anyway. Good job, brother. Okay, so here's what you gotta do first before you take off, man. You gotta go, you know the drill. Leave everybody. What are you gonna leave everybody with today?
I would say,
Shit.
so do you guys actually think it's bad? You know what? She says something that I actually haven't heard anybody say, but it's kind of like I get sensitive to it like that as well. Like once you finally do your research and you say like, oh, I can see like this kind of offends me.
Right.
And if it offends me, how could it not offend God? So with that having said, like, is it wrong to participate in eating the candies they set out for it? You know, because in a way, some people might say,
It
like,
makes
you know,
you
it's just
wonder.
chocolate, but the chocolate isn't an image of whatever they're celebrating. So in a way, you are indulging.
In a way, huh? So is it wrong of us to eat chocolate bunnies and do Easter egg hunts?
Or
Kinda is, right?
the Reese's shaped.
Yeah.
Damn.
Chocolate
Low
eggs.
key is kind of bad then, huh?
You think I ain't gonna eat that? I pay for it.
I guess we're kind of we shouldn't be, but I guess we're indulging, right? I mean, are the peeps okay?
Well, the props is just for the episode. You know,
Yeah.
we wanted to do the Christian versus pagan whole setup.
That is true. We did do that on purpose. That is true. We knew that it was pagan already, so we did give both props, both sides. That's why you see crosses and eggs on the set. You know, he has risen as opposed to the fertile chocolate rabbit over there to my left. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the he has risen sign on the right. So like you said, that was intentional. So knowing these things, if you indulge with them on your own, I think off the record, that's probably when you should probably really reconsider why you're doing certain things, you know?
You know what? We have to remember that we're not without sin. We
That
all
too.
are sinners, and that's why he died on the cross for our sins.
Yeah.
And that, the fact that you have a personal relationship with God, that's what's most important, and that you're teaching your children that
That's
you are
right.
reading the Bible. So, repenting for your sins, having that relationship with him, he knows your heart, and he's the only one who can judge you, not anyone else.
Amen to that.
So,
You're right.
That's
true. Wow, amen to that. That's great. That's true. And you know what? As long as you rest easy with that, that's all that matters, right? At the end of the day. But before we let you go, we're doing one more round. One more round, my friend. One more round.
Yes.
And you picking the color for us. Woo! Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to put on my voice for this one for
I'm
you,
gonna
bro.
pick at random.
Just for you, sir. I'm gonna use my chipmunk voice for this. Pick a good flavor, please. Please,
Let me choose
Nigel.
another. Yeah.
Huh?
Let's see. Whatever this white one is.
Whatever the white one is. What does the box even say for that one?
Ooh.
dirty dishes.
Dirty dishes or birthday cake,
Yep.
right? Yo. Okay. Oh, we're gonna do this at the same time, guys. I gotta find a white one. Let me see. Bro, low key, I'm just talking my normal way, but it makes you want to kind of pretend like, to make your voices. Yeah, I feel like that one cat from Emperor's New Groove. I'm going to kill you.
I remember that.
You remember that? Oh, sorry. That's what it makes me think of.
You sound
love
just like
that.
it too.
I did, right? I'm going to kill you. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to throw it out there. Let's see. White one. You guys got them?
I got
Yeah.
it.
Is this the right one? I don't think it is.
I think so.
Is it? Oh, maybe. I think you got buttered popcorn there, brother. There's some yellow on that white. Yo, that did not sound right. Pause.
No, it's this one right here. It's this one right here.
The one with the sprinkles.
Oh,
The one by the cord.
by the cord?
This one
Where?
right here.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Which one are you doing?
I guess it's buttered
Yes.
popcorn because
Oh,
this
buttered
don't
popcorn?
look at it, brother. This shit is yellow and white. So
Oh, I forgot something. I wanted to give to Slicer and you. It's a gift.
What? A gift?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do that. That's a first. Thank
It's
you
in a
very
root beer.
much.
A root beer can, socks.
Wow. Oh, there's socks. Oh, it's not even a drink. That's cool. So it's
Yeah.
actually, the root beer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
It's
that. It's
3
very
of them.
thoughtful.
Also for I can't think of her name. The who gave the
Oh,
Wait.
it's for what's her name? For Miss Pie.
it's
Miss Pie, we got a gift extended for you here as soon as you get back. Oh, thank you very much. That was very thoughtful of you. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, thank you so much. We never had a guest give us a gift. So Slideshow, hold on to that for you, man. When I see you, when you come back, or you, I should say, when you morph back, I'll be able to give that to you.
Well, thank you for having me on the set. It's nice to see you in your element.
Oh no, wait, thank you. I appreciate that because it's this is something that as you can see, it's not perfect, but when you see the finished product, you couldn't even tell that
Yeah.
all the extra goes on, huh?
Yeah. It's so much fun.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah,
Are you having
definitely.
fun? Okay, I'm glad. I hope so because we haven't had a single guest that's hated their experience, so that's a good thing. I'm glad.
And I
think,
love watching your podcast. You guys always have like fun things and new things that you guys are bringing. So
well, thank you. So you're a fan of the show. You actually watch the show. Thank you. Wow,
Yeah.
that
I was
means a
really
lot.
surprised. So I'm like, really? My friends are on the show? I didn't know.
That's great. Yeah, really, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I
yeah.
didn't know you were a supporter. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I appreciate the love. They're a little eccentric. They're a little hyper. Anyway, thank you so much. We appreciate the love. Seriously, thank you very much. And this is a very nice, unexpected surprise. It's root beer socks, guys. No joke. It's legit. That's cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But so like we were continuing on with the podcast and the episode, right, and the topic. So obviously the reason for the season is Christianity, right? Resurrection of Christ.
Yes.
Why do you think? From what I'm gonna research it right now. I'm gonna look into it right now. But why do you think that they chose this particular holiday to celebrate his resurrection? You think it happened around this time, or was it around? Did it just happen to be the same time as
Yeah.
the pagan?
I think
Easter,
it was. I think from what I see, the research, yes, it was both at the same time, like close to the
They were
time,
happening around the same time.
So it's, like I said, even sometimes in the same week, and, over the years they just fall. And so you have them celebrating theirs and us celebrating ours,
Wow.
So yeah,
That's crazy.
Knowing the
very
difference and,
and understanding where
keeping Christ where he belongs.
Yeah, in the middle of it, right?
Right.
It's insane. Like, it's intense. Like, you look at the way certain things were happening in that time. Like, I wonder what Christ was thinking while he knew this stuff was happening. Like, man, well, they're going to struggle with this in the future. They're going to try to find a way to, and they try to find a way to replace them out of everything.
Right.
We did disclose that in the last episode.
Right.
Where in the other episodes, actually, I think it was the St. Patrick's Day episode.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple episodes ago, and I'm sure, I don't know if you watched it yet or not.
Okay.
Our shortest episode. It's like 48 minutes, so it's short. But we very, very briefly mentioned that that he has a opposite for everything.
Right.
The Antichrist has something different that he has to plug in that hole to distract, to lead you away from, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I know that I was mentioning something too when, remember I told you around this time of year for them when they're doing that pagan celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Around Christmas time, it's when they actually do their next celebration.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is
and that's when they sacrifice the children, and they put them in. I don't know. It's like some type of statue that has the fire in the belly or something like that, and they put their children through it.
What the?
Yeah,
hell?
and so,
I didn't know that part.
And like with Christmas, it's keeping Christ in Christmas for sure. The tree, that was another one. There's so many people have so many discrepancies about it, but the fact is there's places in the Bible that actually list not to worship, like that they have like this image, right? Which is that they cut down the tree and they pin it to keep still, and it doesn't have power, but it doesn't move. They put shiny objects on it and worship the tree, right? Yeah. And so, when you think and you read this in the passage in the Bible, you're like, what is that? To me, it sounds like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And so, you're like, it's really hard to.
So having this, it's hard to decipher. Because do you have a Christmas tree in your house?
Well, the thing is this, I used to have a Christmas tree for years. And then I read this and I threw mine away. And, and so, and then I was struggling because I was, talking with family, and some family members weren't accepting what I said. They said that they tried to go against it and say, oh no, they were carving grave images into the tree.
Find a way to
right. But when you read,
justify it.
Right. But then when you read more of what the pagans actually did, it's a tree. And it's shiny objects, and the round balls represents the children that were the heads of the children that were sacrificed, supposedly. So, like, it's lighting the way towards. I mean, there's so much out there that you just at that point you're like, okay, it becomes overwhelming, and you're just like, I don't know my right from my left. Like, you get lost, and you're like, and so at that point, I feel like in your life, I just had to become more grounded and say, okay, what do I know? I know that God died on the cross for me, for my sins. And I know that if it's not in the Bible, then it's not biblical, And so, it may be taking the fun out of it, but I feel like when you just focus on, instead of telling Christmas stories, I tell stories about Christ, I'm not bringing Santa and all that into it. My parents always made it very clear. It's not about Santa in the first place. It's about, your relationship with God and, him being born. I know that, we may not fully know the timeline, because the Jewish calendar is different. We've accepted the new, sorry to say, pagan calendar. So we lost a lot of that history and that information that being passed on. So.
Dang, that's so true. No, it really isn't. It's like we when you just said it, that was key. We just unfortunately inherited and accepted the pagan calendar.
Right.
Man.
So I have this book, right?
Look at you.
And
okay.
It's like my son brought this for me.
Just pulled it out of nowhere. I like that.
Right. It doesn't have this year, but it has like it's based on the Jewish calendar. So it actually would tell you like when the Passover is. You know,
Oh, wow. So that's-
and it would give you the actual date.
Well, I like that you actually look into this stuff because, like you said, some people just want to accept it. Oh, no, let's not write it off.
See, it says the feast and holiday calendar. So I don't have this year because mine ended as of 2022, you can see. But last year for 2022, the Passover was April the 16th, you know, based on the Jewish calendar. And you can see all of the different ones that, you know, all of the feast. So it's like the unleavened bread, you know, the first fruits, Pentecostal, just all of them, like your Day of Atonement, the Tabernacle, so it just has it based on the Jewish calendar, and you can actually see the dates. This was from 2015, and it goes all the way to 2022.
Wow.
So mine ended. So I used to do something special, like when on these days, then I would go with my son and do something important and bring back, Christ into these days. And, even if it didn't fall exactly on when we're celebrating it, I would, celebrate in that way.
I like that. That's very, man, kudos to you. Like, man, that's I love it. You came, I have to say this, you're one of our most prepared guests. Thank you very much for being that way. Honestly, that's awesome.
I will have to say it next to Bruce, because Bruce is...
Yeah, he's pretty on it too. If you watch his, he's pretty prepared too. Bruce is on B Money's on it pretty good. B Money's on it. Thank you very much for bringing that too and bringing that knowledge here. But thank you so much, honestly, for being prepared like that. It means a lot to us, really does.
I think our history has a dark side that a lot of us may not want to accept.
We ignore.
Paint it all rainbows and sunshine and happy days, but
they definitely
we definitely cover up a lot of the dark side of our history. Yeah,
definitely do. We try to cover it up with other things that are the mainstream, right? Just so it's nice. It's for kids. What do you mean we do it for the kids? That's why we do it.
Yeah.
And people they don't look past that. Yeah. They believe that and they just take it at face value. Like, oh, that's probably why we do it. They don't look into it, which I think is a big flaw.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, so it's just crazy how, as much as I don't want it to be that, every single time, every holiday leads back to a pagan ritual of some sort. Like all of them do. So I just made peace with the fact that that's what it is. Like every holiday. If you have a favorite holiday out there, guys, there's probably a dark, like you said, there's a dark reason behind this per ritual, And look, I know this is not a Christmas episode, but I have to ask her this real quick. I'm going to ask you before I had to. Yes, and I'm going to ask you because I'm curious. Okay. So when you threw out your Christmas tree, right? Mm-hmm. Is it true that there's a spot in the Bible though that, and I think Slideshow mentioned it, that does talk about decorating a tree though for the right reason? Does that exist?
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look into it.
I wish. See, this is another reason why I wish he was still here. Because then he could have been like, "Oh, there is a section, and it's right here." Where. Mm-hmm. But the
thing is I haven't seen where it was anything mentioned about celebrating that. I mean, we already know what it was to celebrate, and the Last Supper was. And
I was gonna go on. That's crazy about that too. Is that why a tree? You see what I'm saying? If you really think about it, why are you decorating a tree? Putting lights on it, putting ornaments on it. Right. Sure, you're not praying to it. Like that'll be their thing. Well, I use it for decorative reasons. That's what people tell you. A lot of people will be defensive and they'll say, well, I'm not pagan.
Right.
So I do it because I think it looks nice. And it does, but it's like, I get it that it's decorative, but why does it have to be that? You don't question things enough to look at it and be like, well, why is it a tree?
Right.
Where does this come from? It came from somewhere.
Right.
It was somebody's idea. Whose random idea was it to cut down a pine tree and decorate it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just that kind of thinking is.
And the part is because I feel like this. We're questioning it. And a lot of our answers would probably come from the fact that we're not pagan. So we don't know what they actually do. And when you see what they do or read what they do and what rituals they have, then you can distinguish what the difference is.
Yeah.
Because before then, it doesn't have value to us. Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, eating cakes, I'm sorry. I love cakes. I love sweets.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's part of it too, right?
If I saw it in the sun shape, I would have just thought it was kid friendly.
I would have thought they made these on purpose for like you said. It's just fun, guys. It's a sun-shaped cookie. Right. There's no malice behind it.
Right.
You don't think that at first glance.
Right. And even the bunnies, like, the little bunnies. Like, to me, I'm like, okay, I know they have a whole bunch of bunnies quickly.
And that's another
but
reason
you don't think, okay, well, it has to do fertility and, her representing this, and you're like, and then the eggs, you're just like, why? But that's because it has meaning to them, but it doesn't have value or meaning to me, or I think most of us. And, we just have to be careful that, they have their faith and we have ours, and to distinguish between the two. I do feel sad. Like, it hurts my heart because, when I think about someone, we're saying this, and it makes sense. It's like, if you had someone who was celebrating your birthday on someone else's day, would you be happy about that? Or if someone was giving you a gift that someone else wanted, would you really be happy about that? And the answer would be no. And it's heartbreaking to know that we're so far from that. And some people don't even want to accept what it is. They don't even want to hear it. Because
of their family traditions. They don't want to stop them.
Right. And they just feel like, oh, well, my heart's in the right place. And that's great. But, when you open your eyes to different things, and my son always says something. He says, like, Mommy, I blame Adam and Eve for eating from the forbidden fruit. They brought sin into the world. And you're thinking, and sometimes,
smart kid.
You're like,
smart kid. No, that's true.
Man, if you would have just stuck to the rules. Okay?
Yeah, then you could have. He's not wrong. We wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. That's facts. That's 100% honest.
Yeah,
that's
we'd
true.
be living we would really be living in paradise.
At that point, we would be. That's crazy because you're just so right, man. And then that's what leads to my next few questions that I wanted to take this next. So back to Easter. Mm-hmm. The rabbit's supposed to represent because they can I guess multiply quick, right? Yeah. So that
fertility.
Makes sense. If you're gonna talk about fertility, you might as well talk about that, right? Make it make sense, right?
Right.
So with the women though, so fertility, and then rabbits can multiply, and there's that running gag joke that rabbits go quick when they do their thing, and then they move on. So I guess that's part of it too, right? And eggs are supposed to represent fertility. But anyway, so that there's not really much to add to that. It's not much of an in-depth, conversation as far as what it deliberately means, right? Mm-hmm. So aside from that,
the hot cross buns.
Yeah, what can you real quick before we move on to I wanted to transition over to the the Christianity portion of it.
I haven't done my research on that. Why the hot cross buns is part of it, but I do know that they're part of it. Like, it has to do with, I don't know, it has to do with them.
And is the design of it too, right? I'm sure.
Right, and they tell you that because I guess again with the cakes, like their spirit enters them, and then when you eat it, it's within you. So
wow,
yeah.
Meaning of hot mess.
And that little, as a kid, I think there were songs that you could remember about that, like give it to your daughters, give it to your sons, a penny, something like it. This is. You don't realize what you're singing, you don't know the value of it. You think it's innocent. And that's the culture is made to design to deceive you, right?
No, you're right. But then you're reading this. This says they are symbolic. Mm-hmm. Hot cross buns are symbolic of the significant day in the Christian faith when Jesus was crucified. Each bun is decorated with a cross made from flour paste, which represents the cross on which Christ died. The spices in hot cross buns. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me see. I lost it. Oh, man. Okay. So they're saying that supposedly this does have to do with Easter, but it ties into
Pagan also.
Maybe, I don't know, let's see if it has a Pagan, because it's talking about the Christian part here. Mm-hmm. It says hot cross buns, even it says,
because from what I remember, what they said about hot cross buns was that just like the sun cakes.
It's coming here now. Yeah, see, that's right here. Since say, look. So one old belief says that if you bake your hot cross buns on Good Friday, they won't go moldy during the following year. Another tradition states that a hot cross bun was always kept from the batch baked on Good Friday in case anyone in the family became ill during the next year. What the fuck? A small piece of the bun would be broken off to feed the patient. These buns had extremely holy connotations and were believed to be able to cure all the most dreadful diseases. Hot cross buns and the goddess Esquire, I can't even say the name. Uh-huh. Hot cross buns are inextricably linked to the Easter and to Christianity, but in reality, they probably have pre-Christian origins. Crossed buns were baked to celebrate Eostre, a German goddess of fertility.
Boom.
Here we go. After which the season of Easter is said to be named. Eostre or Eostre was a voluptuous blonde maiden, always depicted surrounded by little birds, bunnies, and other baby animals, as well as spring flowers. Crossed buns were baked for the spring festival to celebrate this goddess.
Right.
Yep. The 4 quarters of the cross on top of each bun were said to represent the phases of the moon, while the cross itself symbolized rebirth after winter.
Right. And
this is weird. See, that's what's like, man,
and
you're not supposed to worship me. This is all the golden calf.
Right.
That's all the golden calf. That's all this is.
And you know what? I'm so happy you said that, because people forget that people were following Jesus. And then when he went up to the mountain and, was giving the commandments, people were out there putting all their gold and stuff together and created this calf. And it's like quickly they were deceived, right? Quickly they got away from focusing on God. He was angry at them, and they had the word firsthand from him, from Moses. So to me, I'm like, what happened? And I feel like, over the years, like, this is what we see. And it's a deliberate intent too.
Oh, of course. Most definitely. Without a doubt. That is insane. And that's crazy. And then it says, if you want to make your own.
Right. And the fact is, I think, sorry to say, with Christianity, we've taken everything. Like, we've taken these different things that we like and make it into our own to have representation for our own. But doesn't mean that we didn't borrow it or take it from someone else.
I was about to say that. That's how people, I think that's how they, sorry, I'm going to cut you off. That's how they justify it.
Right.
You notice that? They go, well, I have a Christmas tree in my house, but I just think it looks nice. That's why I do it. Okay.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, hot cross buns on Easter. What's that about? Oh, they taste good. I like how they're fluffy. What do you mean? I don't bake them for any. I don't worship a sun goddess. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. And they're like, okay, Halloween.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's like, don't get me started. I had to have you come back on this year's Halloween episode if you're down. Seriously, I really want you to come back for that, because you are very informed, and because I'm pretty sure, man, you got some shit to say about Halloween, I'm sure, man. And that's another one people dress up and they celebrate it indirectly, but I'm sure there's.
And like I said, I used to be guilty of doing that. I mean, when you don't know and you think like, oh, okay, it's terrible. Like, we just.
And I know a few people, without saying names, that do celebrate it to this day, that are good, honest Christian people and just don't know.
Right.
They're downplaying it so much and not thinking anything of it. They don't even question it. And that's the scary part.
And see, like, when I was growing up, my parents, they didn't let us dress up. They would only let us go to the Harvest Festival, Yeah, I remember Harvest. And we would go to the church and, dress nicely. And, I took my son to a church. And, because I'm like, okay, we'll, do the Harvest Festival. And I'm like, everyone's dressed up. Like, what happened? Before, I used to go to the churches and you would never see anyone in costume. Yeah. And we were the only ones that were not in costume. And I'm thinking, like, this is awkward. Like, because I would never, before.
And now they still wear costumes.
Yeah. And they're like, looking at us differently. And we're like, this is the church. Like,
Yeah, man, that's nuts.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's hard when you have children because they don't understand fully, and, they feel like, oh, I'm being left out. I'm the only one. And, you try hard to explain it to them. And, like I said, again, it's just having your relationship with God, trying to find exactly what it is that you're celebrating and making sure you're focusing on Jesus. I love this thing too, because, last year, I was hoping to do my own line, but I didn't. But I was able to find someone who decorated and did a bag for me and a T-shirt, and it says like "Silly Rabbit, Easter is for Jesus," And I also have something like that too for Christmas. Keep Christ in Christmas.
You know what? Yeah, and I noticed that your son's wearing a shirt.
Yeah,
we have him here today with us. I'm actually going to bring him on right here in a few minutes. You know what, buddy? You want to come on? You come on the show now. It's fine, man. We're getting close to the wrapping here anyway. So, And you don't mind if he hears some of this stuff, right? 'Cause I'm pretty sure you've talked to him about some of it already, right?
He knows.
He's already ready. He puts the headset on. He's good to go, huh? Let me help you out, buddy. And then let's unmute his mic. All right, go ahead.
I'm hungry.
Let me try to load that for you, buddy. Okay. All right, so we know you're going by PayPay, right? Mommy's embarrassing you a little bit. Nah, that's okay, buddy.
You want to pay Rizzle?
No one's. You want to pay? She's like, don't call me that either.
That's his nickname.
All right, buddy. So just hold the microphone. You can just tilt it towards you so you can talk. Or like that's fine. You can hold like that and just tilt it up towards you. There you go.
Hello, everyone. I'm named.
So about his shirt, I don't know if they can see it. Let's put this. Like I said, let's retire the bunny. Go ahead and stand in front of the frame real quick, buddy. You kind of see it. There you go. So explain that. Did you have that custom made? That's awesome.
Yeah, I had made.
That's pretty cool. Thank you, PayPay. You good, brother? Thank you, sir. Awesome. Did you have that made?
Yeah. Well, there's a business and they do it online. So I don't know the name of it. I don't remember.
That is awesome. Silly Rabbit Easter's. Jesus, that's cool, man. And you know what? How old are you, PayPay? 8. Yeah. I love that you have your son educated at this young age because I didn't know it. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not trying to, shun my parents for it, but I certainly didn't know that's, what I'm saying? I didn't know it at age 8 about anything we just discussed. So that's fortunate enough that he knows the truth, which is good. The earlier, the better, right?
Yeah.
So,
that way he doesn't, I feel like he grows up and he knows the truth and he knows how to distinguish and tell what to truly follow.
Of course. Your mom has you on the right path, buddy. I'm not just saying that. That's reality.
I need another blue jelly bean.
Do you? Here, take one of mine. Pick one.
This.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna take a quick little second here and do a few rounds of these before we wrap up the episode. Let's.
I'm scared.
You're our guest now, buddy. So I'm gonna let you choose whatever color you want, PayPay. You go ahead and choose, buddy.
Let me see.
Whatever one you want to risk. This is where the dangerous part happens.
Orange.
Orange, huh? Oh man.
Barf or peach?
Ooh, we're gonna play gamble here, huh?
I'm going to do this.
So we'll do a couple rounds of this, and then we're gonna dive into this egg because I don't know what's in it. Have you opened one of these before in the past?
My brother did, and I know what it's.
You're gonna open.
It has 4 mystery characters. 4 mystery stuff.
Okay, well we're gonna open it, buddy. And if your mom will let you keep it, you probably take it with you. So we'll get to that next, okay? But first,
I'm gonna choose this one.
All right, Lady T, do you have any of that color?
I do.
Oh, he wants to be bold and do the bar for the.
I know.
Oh man, why are you doing this to us, buddy? Oh man, he had to come out the gate strong, huh? Okay, here we go. I'll put on the voice for PayPay too. Why not? I'll put the voice on for him.
All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm scared.
I'm terrified right now. Yeah, I think that's.
I got peach. I got peach.
I certainly didn't.
I got barf.
I got peach.
That's not fair. You said that we had to chew it up and eat it.
I did say that. You're right. I like how she just like. Were you making a swallow it?
I got
She
peach.
was.
Peach tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Were you actually gonna swallow it? All right, look. If it
I was
tastes
trying
like
not
that,
to, but you know what?
yeah. If it tastes like that, you can spit it out.
What's the next one? What's the next jelly bean?
Do you want to choose? Or you want me to choose?
I want to choose.
Go ahead. He put the laugh in there too. She give him the voice. Oh man,
That was nasty.
that was gross.
That was disgusting. I can't do that. I'm gonna use
Stinky
that
sock.
Stinky sock? What color is it?
Wait, no, dishwater. I tried it and it tastes bad.
Dishwater. What color is it?
It's
The white with the sprinkle looks.
this one. That's this one.
Oh, that's the part that changes dishwasher. Yeah, okay.
I realized that the one with the color on it, the one that with the most color is the cake one.
The cake one.
Yeah, I've been eating all the barf and the one with the more colored.
I haven't chewed it yet, but I put it in my mouth already.
Okay, here we go.
I got cake.
I got dishwater.
I got cake.
Thank goodness.
It tastes like
It tastes like bubbles.
it tastes like I'm eating Ajax. Like I just took a bottle of Ajax and just dumped it into my water and drank it. Like
You know the one we haven't tried? We haven't tried the dark color one that has the liver and onion.
Oh, okay. We'll do liver and onion.
okay, is that this one right here?
Yeah, that's the brown one.
Cheers.
Cheers, I guess we get cheers, right?
I want to get burped. I mean, I'm scared.
Oh man, I got the bad one.
So is that what's the good opposite to that one?
That's nasty. Oh my
I think I got the good one. Tastes like coffee.
water.
Okay.
Oh, hold
You
on.
okay?
Wait.
Well, it's Pitz's water. I
Don't
mean,
drink it.
I don't think you want to drink that, buddy. He didn't spit in there. Don't worry. But you can go and do it in the sink if you want. Go ahead. He's like, I'm gonna rinse my mouth out. But man, PayPay, that's yeah. Well, so coffee was like the alternative, right?
Yeah. I think it was
Cappuccino.
called Cappuccino.
I got that one.
You did?
I got blessed.
Really?
I did.
We got
Facts.
stuck with a nasty one.
All right, PayPay, what's the next color, man? We're doing one more round, then you open the egg.
Okay. Choosing a good one.
It's like he's picking the bad ones on purpose.
I know he is. Okay.
I know what he's doing over there. That's why the last jelly bean backfired on you.
I'll go good on you. We are going to do rotten egg.
Oh Lord.
I got lucky last time with butter popcorn.
Good one, please.
I'm hoping to God that's the case again. Is that this one?
That liver one was
Which one?
disgusting.
Which one is that?
Like, oh.
Wait, no, switch. We're doing liver again.
Wait, which one? What color is that one? No. No. What color is the one? The butter popcorn? No.
It's the yellow one. It's white and yellow.
I don't think I have any more in here.
It's still in my mouth. I can still taste.
Wait, is it this one?
Nope.
No, that's not
It's
it.
this one.
Oh, it looks like you're out.
I think I am out of them.
Here, I can share.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, hopefully she's got plenty. She's like, I
And there's
can
a whole
share.
other box over here.
Yeah, you could definitely share, right? Let's see. Okay,
Big one.
I got butter popcorn.
you ready?
All right.
I got butter popcorn.
Guess I'm ready.
Butter popcorn tastes
Okay,
really
that's
good.
definitely rotten egg.
I haven't chewed mine yet. I'm scared.
Mommy, I got butter popcorn.
Did you?
That doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like rotten egg. I don't know how to describe that. Whatever it is,
Bad. Oh, that's bad.
whatever it
That's
is, it's bad,
disgusting.
right? Yeah, I don't know what it. I don't.
Oh, no.
Like, how would you?
Here, try another one.
No.
See if you get
All right,
the
I'll try
good
more.
one.
How would you describe that flavor? Right? It's like it's
I
not.
don't even know.
Eat another one. Maybe you'll get the good one this time.
Oh, my God.
PayPay, you're killing me, man.
Another one.
It smells like, I feel like that one was more of the stinky sauce.
That's terrible.
I try another one. Maybe you get the good one this
Let's do a different color. Let's do a different color, and then we open your egg, right?
No.
A different color.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was
Blue.
not-
I'll be good on you this time. Both are tasty.
Okay. Yeah. You,
goodness.
there's a good outcome with this one for sure.
It's because they're both tasty.
Toothpaste is,
I
got the berry.
toothpaste. I got toothpaste.
Toothpaste is not even bad. That's like
I
a
got
good
toothpaste.
one. Oh,
Yeah, clean my palate.
exactly. I got the
Toothpaste
berry.
is not even bad. It's just a little hot.
Honestly,
I want to eat another blue one.
yeah, they're good. Those are safe. These are safe
Those
jelly
are the
beans.
safe ones.
The safest Bean Boozled bean there is the blue one. Can't go wrong with it. You're gonna get a
Right.
minty flavor or you're gonna get a berry flavor.
Which are both very tasty.
Okay, so before we continue eating beans that might make us sick, we're gonna open the ultimate surprise egg.
It says, what? Oh, you.
Go ahead, read what it says.
What's your
She's speaking to the microphone, buddy.
What's your favorite kind? Oh, it's plushies.
Are they? All right, well, we're gonna find out what plushie's in there then, shall we? Some ASMR right there for people.
We shall all open the egg.
All right.
Are you ready, mommy?
Oh, okay.
She's like,
I still have the barf one in my mouth.
You ready?
all right. What did you get?
This literally hurts my fingers. This pack is so tight.
Did they have to like wrap it
There's
that many times?
3. They wrapped it like 2 times already.
So there's 3 objects in here.
What is it?
Each one open. There's 4 of them, huh?
There's 4 of them.
So there's a squishy in here?
Yep. I got a
That's it.
duck.
I got a,
What did you
You
get?
got
I got a
carrot.
duck too. I got a duck too.
Really?
Yeah.
I got,
Alright.
I got a duck.
I got a carrot. You got a duck. And carrots. All right.
This is squishy.
All right. You got a
You could
carrot.
squeeze them.
Squishy and
Squeeze it. Squeeze my duck. It's really fun. The last one. The last one is. Okay. This is my question. What? I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
what is it?
It's a heart.
Is it a heart? Do me a favor, buddy. Can you throw this in the trash right there, Dixie? There's conveniently a can right there to your right, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
There.
That'll work.
Squishy.
Just throw them right here. Let me see. Just wrap them on the.
Squishy.
I see what your issue
Love
was now.
squishy.
It won't sit. It won't sit.
Yeah.
He's dead. It's dead.
Oh, he is a dead chicken. Just do him like that. That's why. Okay.
He's dead. You see his X eyes.
Is that it? That was the last one, right?
That's the last one.
Interesting. Contents. What is this? Like, this is very, very strange contents.
I
inside
feel like
this
there
egg.
should have been
He's
something
cute.
more inside.
This ducky's cute.
Yeah,
I pulled him. You should pick the pack I got.
Yeah, they should have picked the pack you got. Yeah, he pulled.
The
He
only-
pulled. He's over here using Pokemon lingo right now.
What is
He
Pokemon?
pulled him. Yeah, you pulled the duck. My daughter would love this guy. Unless you do you like the duck? You can keep the duck if you like him.
I'll let your son. I'll let your kid have him.
Are you sure? You can keep him if you want, buddy. You
No,
opened the
it's
egg, so don't feel bad. Do you want it? You can keep it if you want it.
I'm not allowed to have eggs.
Oh, that's fair. We just discussed that. I mean, are you okay with him keeping the duck? It's up to you, Mom.
I'm not. I thought you said I wasn't allowed to have the eggs.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we're not taking this home. She's not. You're not keeping this. That way, that's gonna go in the trash. But you know, if you want to keep the duck, you can. Okay.
Good. There.
All right. So
Another.
next round. You guys ready?
Okay, I'll let you pick this time. But no blue ones since I want to do liver again now. I'm gonna get
Oh my goodness.
Which one is that one? Which one is that one? Decisions.
liver.
Liver?
Liver.
Oh, why does it go back to this one?
Liver. Liver. Maybe if I say it enough times, you'll eat it. Liver.
Not gonna make it any better.
I had one that was
Liver.
liver. The last one. I had
Liver.
Did you get it?
Cappuccino.
No, he has it 2 times in a row.
That's right.
You're gonna have to eat another one.
He got it.
too.
Instant karma. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. There you go, buddy.
I'm
Use
gonna
that trash
pass.
can. I'm okay with that. Use the trash can. That's what it's there for.
Pass.
You gonna pass? You don't get a
I'm
pass.
gonna get one until I get cappuccino.
Tell your mama she don't get a pass. Come on, mama. You don't get a
Every
pass.
time I haven't gotten a cappuccino, I've gotten liver.
Really? You poor guy.
This is the 5th
Yeah.
time and I haven't got one
Well, I'll give you this, buddy. You're very brave. I'll tell
I got
you that.
cappuccino. I got cappuccino.
Did you? Look, you see? She got cappuccino.
No, I have no. I ate every single one of my brown ones, and I only got liver.
Want to try one of your
Here you go,
moms?
baby.
See what happens?
I refuse not to get cappuccino.
Well, then keep trying until you get it, pal. There you go. Hey, process of elimination. Okay. So before we wrap it up, we're gonna do how many more rounds of this you guys want to do? Let's do one more round, and then we'll go ahead and say our final thoughts on everything.
I haven't got cappuccino.
Well, let's do one more. Let's do 2 more. Forget. Let's do 2 last. 2 last different colors.
King of the worst ones
Go ahead.
I've ever seen.
Want
I
to
think
do
the one
booger?
we haven't tried was
Let's do
booger.
2 we haven't tried yet.
Stinky sock.
Which one is that? Is that this one?
That's the it's the it's white and brown.
It's white, and brown.
I don't think I have any
Brown
of
socks.
those.
I have some. Here you go.
Excuse
Oh
me.
man, she gives me
Enjoy.
3. I have plenty.
Every time somebody gives me one, I get the wrong one.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Please.
Okay, yep, that's definitely sock. What is that?
Stop tastes like liver.
Who made that? That is terrible.
How they get these flavors? I don't know.
My
It
goodness.
tastes really like
Okay, last round. Let's make it count.
Really like what it is.
Last round. Let's make it count.
Juice beer.
Juice beer?
No, you said the green one. You remember the
Yeah.
bigger one?
Let's do booger.
Booger.
That's gonna be this one, right?
Wait,
Green,
did we do booger already?
No.
Nope. We're doing it now.
Okay.
All
I
right,
tried
guys.
booger and I have no burger.
Ready?
I have 0 boogers. What am I gonna do?
I got
You have one
plenty.
right there.
I have plenty. Here you go.
Yep.
I'm
Mama has
taking
many.
mine. I am taking mine. I do not trust you anymore. After you made me eat 2 livers.
She did.
Blame yourself.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
How did you get these flavors?
Okay. That's just. Oh, my luck is just. On that note, I think we're done with this game.
I'm done.
I
I'm not.
certainly didn't get juicy pear.
Me neither.
All right. So before we go,
I'm gonna try one and then I'm gonna get a juicy pear.
okay. So
I got
before,
juicy pear.
That was good.
does it taste good? Does it actually taste good? No.
It
Wait.
doesn't taste good.
So you spit it out. That means it wasn't good.
It doesn't taste good. At first, it tastes like water, and then it tastes like rotten. Rotten.
If you had to describe it,
pears.
how would you describe it? Rotten what?
It tastes like pears. It tastes like pears.
So rotten pear?
Yeah.
You've tasted rotten pear before?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you for being on the show with us, buddy. I appreciate you. See, the crowd loves you, PayPay. And they love your nickname too. That's it. But anyway, we do appreciate you having you on the show again. We really do. Thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything you want to leave our viewer? By the way, I cannot say this enough. It was a pleasure talking to you just because, and we're definitely going to want you to come back. Would you be interested in something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
You brought a lot to the table as far as what you knew what you were talking about. It was very informative. I learned a lot. I kind of want to set the set on fire now because of a lot of the no. But all jokes aside, very eye opening. I'm definitely going to pass on the information because it's very important that people know. So I think this is going to be very amazing. This is going to be an awesome episode as far as informing people of the true meaning behind, Easter and what that word actually means. Mm-hmm. So the word itself is actually, just to recap, it's a goddess, right? It's not even.
Yeah, it's
and then it means fertility, and the origin is fertility, obviously, and promoting basically
Easter. The origin is pagan, so I would say Happy Resurrection Day.
Yeah, thanks again for being keep everybody informed, and like you said, that's the true meaning of the word Easter and what the holiday actually means. And I have a lot of people to pass this on to, and I really hope everybody sits through and watches the entire episode because very interesting topics. Thanks for the ASMR over there.
Yeah.
All right, so anything you want to leave us with before we wrap this up?
Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Thank you for having us, and I wish you and your family the best.
Okay,
and,
thank you so much. No, of course. No, hey, thank you very much. We appreciate you. But all right, guys, real quick, PayPay, you got something you want to say real quick to the crowd before you take off? To all your greatest and amazing fans out there?
Thank you for subscribing.
Hey, I want to use that. Thank you for subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and the like button. Thank you for doing all those things, guys.
It's super easy.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Hey, you guys, you know what to do. So we're shouting out. Now I'm gonna take advantage of that. Thank you, PayPay. I'm actually gonna shout out our directories, our audio directories, our visual slots, YouTube. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for subscribing to us. Again, please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, smash the notification bell so you get notified whenever our new episodes drop, which is every Friday morning, 5 a.m. Anyway, thank you guys. This has been Timeless Talk. We'll see you next week.